formed by two words, pharmacon, which relates to drug, and vigilare, which means to be awake or to be alert. So basically, the WHO definition focuses on pharmacovigilance as the science and activities related to detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse events. So what does this mean in practical senses? That you know that for all the drugs that are there on the market, there has not been a single drug which does not have any adverse event. So the plan here is to first identify and detect the adverse events and ensure that how we can prevent those adverse events, right? So that is the whole objective of pharmacovigilance. And when we talk about pharmacovigilance, I think it is very important to know some key events in the history of pharmacovigilance. Some of you might have read through it during your pharmacy curriculum, but I just wanted to refresh the same, which will give you context of what the current modern day pharmacovigilance looks like. So this is probably the first major event or the starting event which triggered the need of safe and effective use of pharmacovigilance. So this is basically a single case of death which was reported in 1848 for a lady named Hannah Greener from the United Kingdom, where she died due to after taking chloroform, which was basically being used as an anesthetic because she had to undergo a toenail surgery. So it was being used for other surgery cases, but this was the first time where this was probably a well-documented case, and this was probably one of the most adverse effect of chloroform which was reported. So while it is said that throughout all the research, because this was back in 1848.
Then if you see on the right-hand side, we're talking about elements like organization, culture, and talent management. Like if you look at from a trend perspective, and I always say this, there are four important pillars within PV. One is really the process where, quality and process excellence fit in. Then there is technology where digital transformation and data analytics come in. The third and the most important in my view is the people. Pharmacovigilance is all about skilled people. It's all about, having the right people who have the knack for patient safety, who have the attitude to learn, upskill themselves. And nowadays, companies are investing significantly in hiring the right talent, developing the talent, upskilling the talent, because in the last 20 years, PV has changed. There is so much of involvement of technology, process, and things like that, that we need to upskill our people. So companies are investing significantly in upskilling the people, making sure that the talent is effectively managed so that obviously, you retain the talent for a longer period of time. But at the same time, there is a significant investment in the culture of the organization. We are talking about, can we have people come in with new ideas? Can we have people look at innovative ideas which can help make the pharmacovigilance process more effective? And when will that happen? When we allow people to really bring in those ideas, do hackathons, do various, information collection opportunities. This will allow us to get the right ideas and build the right culture. And that is also helping us to really move the industry in the right way. So people continue to be the most important element of the pharmacovigilance industry. Then if you look at it, the fourth element is really partnerships. Now, no pharma company essentially does global drug development in silo. They always have clinical research organizations. They always have IT-enabled organizations, niche service providers who work with them in getting the drug to the market. Same applies to pharmacovigilance. There is a lot of outsourcing that happens in pharmacovigilance over the last 20 years.
A lot of things more efficient, right? And coming back on this particular slide, we are talking about 55% efficiency. So we are talking about half of our workload technically going down and we becoming more efficient, right? The human side of workload is going to get more segregated into niche level work, which we are going to do, right? Our job roles will get more specialized, where we are going to do something like a technology operations related work. The technology is what is GenAI, and the operations is what we are going to do, where we are supervising what the bots or the GenAI machines are going to write, and we are going to validate it. So you are going to be the trainer, you are going to be the mentor, and you are also going to be the reviewer and approver of whatever content is going to come. And the efficiency is going to increase by almost 55%, and so is the profit. Now, if we can move to the next slide, we are more specifically talking about what exactly is Gen AI. And Vivek, like you mentioned, we are talking about the latest in terms of a machine evolution. In the 20s, we used to talk about machine learning, where we used to talk about bots working. We used to talk about RPAs. We would talk about macros. We used to talk about mini bots, anything and everything, which was at a very, very, I would say, grassroots level. We used to have machine learnings where we were running PDF documents or Word documents or the Excel sheets through an NLP program or the natural language processing program, where it's used to pick up data, right? That was like almost 20 years back. Now, in the 2010s, we were looking at deep learning, where the machine was able to accumulate data. It used to understand the data and used to derive things, right? Like writing a narrative, right? Writing a basic synopsis for, let's say, an aggregate report.